Spain versus Argentina. What a final we got in our hands. Very win-win situation for the Barca fan all over the world. So looking at this game, I think this game is going to be control versus chaos. Because if we see this team, we all know that Spain is a team known for their possession, control, playing most of the passes, like playing over 600, 700, even 800 passes. On the other hand, we know Argentina is known for their chaos, like their chaotic gameplay, last minute attacks, and obviously they are chaos because every Argentina game there will be some controversies. Like the game is rigged, World Cup is rigged, referee is paid, all over the things. Like so, anyways, now look at this team. In past, they haven't really played as much. Like they have played in 2018 friendlies, and before that in 2011, I think. Like both are friendlies. Like last time, the Spain scored 6-1. Messi didn't even play in that game, so really it doesn't matter in this games. The actual they faced each other was in 1966 World Cup, and Argentina won in 2-1. But that really doesn't count. Let's look at the campaign of these two teams. Starting off Spain, they started their campaign little rough. They drew against Cape Verde, a team playing their first World Cup. And that game, Bozin had an excellent display. Like he won the man of the match. Like Spain really was in their top form. But one thing I love about Luis de la Fuente, he is very adaptive. Like if you see their games, in the first game they played Gavi on the left wing because Nico Williams was injured, so that's why. But that really didn't work. He didn't work as a left wing. He is a proper, like box to box midfielder. You can't just put him on a left wing. He didn't even play there. He was drifting inside, playing as a second striker, and that really didn't work. He literally stripped Gavi from the starting 11, and instead he played Alex Baena. He had an excellent performance throughout the campaign, so that's why I love him. Like then, if you see their midfield, they started off with Pedri, Fabian Ruiz, and Rodri in their first game. Then they switched to Olmo, Pedri, and Rodri. Then after that, in the last two games, they didn't even start Pedri. They started with Fabian Ruiz, Olmo, and Rodri, and that is going excellent to be honest. Like no hate to Pedri. Pedri is like a player who is like to keep the ball, slow the tempo of this game. Like in the game when you need more control, that time Pedri is a type of guy you need. But against team like big teams when you need to be more direct, more attacking to create chances. I think Fabian Ruiz, Olmo, and Rodri is a very versatile combo for the midfield. So that is working clearly, like against France, against Belgium, and also for the right back position. This in the first game they started Marcos Llorente, who, I mean, I'm not gonna say he had a bad game, but he was not in a proper right back. Like I didn't see him as a proper right back. But then they started Pedro Porro, who was excellent throughout this tournament. Like, he scored twice. So we can see that like Luis de la Fuente is not very reserved coach in such like we see the coaches who just stick to their same lineup because it's working. They really don't change unless there's a very urgent need. But he's not like he changes squad multiple times throughout this tournament. See what worked, what is working, what is not, and that given him the results. They started off quite shaky, like we didn't expect them to come this far. And we also need to praise their defense because when I saw their World Cup squad, I really didn't expect. Like their starting pairing was Laporte and Kouassi. They played every single game. They only conceded a single goal. And on paper, like Kouassi is 19-year-old from Barca Academy. I really didn't expect that much. Like he will be this good. I didn't expect. And on the other hand, You got Laporte, like he was a veteran player, like he used to be Man City, but now currently he plays in Al Nassr. In the past, they have changed quite a bit. Like they played Norman, also like Hausen. So and these two was quite unexpected to me. Kubasi is probably the best youngster in this tournament. Other than that, they also had Mark Cucurella. Excellent signing for us because I saw a stat where they're saying that he is the only guy who haven't been dribbled past in this whole campaign, and also he provided assists. So like he does it all, like, in attack, in defense. He's too good. And also in the other side, we also got Pedro Porro. He's been excellent too. He scored twice. So their whole backline is solid as hell. And in the midfield, like Rodri is managing their, and in their midfield, Rodri has been the key for the build up. Like if you see the game against France, France really didn't had a ball. Like I'm not gonna talk about the Portugal's game because it was very, like, none of the team were taking any risk. A very boring game, to be honest. But in the game against France, I saw France was struggling. Like they not like the France was struggling to keep the ball because couldn't win the ball against France. I mean, Spain has been excellent in build up, like building from the back. Rodri has been their key man. Like he's provided passes, like he helped to organize the game from behind. So he has been there one of the crucial player. And also we had Orzawal. I don't know how to actually pronounce his name. He scored 5 goals. He is their main striker throughout the World Cup. And off the bench, Ferran Torres is also decent. Well, I will say, like he's not that bad, also not that good. Like he missed so many chances against Cape Verde. So yeah, and Nico Williams haven't been played that much because he's been kind of off and on. But when he is on the pitch, like their attack look when he is on the pitch, like their attack looks more threatening, I guess. But also Alex Banner does the job, so there is not really worry on the left side. But on the right side, Yamal really didn't had the best World Cup. I would say, like he was firing in Euros, but in this World Cup he really didn't been top, I would say. But he's been like he was two man of the match, but still like with him, like he does work. Not like he's not scoring doesn't mean like he's not playing well. He is attracting defenders. He's like when he's on the pitch, like you have to concentrate on that side. So that kind of like create gap in the middle. He also won the penalty against France. So he's been there. Might not be scoring, but he's doing his job. So this team is like might not be the most convincing starting of this tournament, but right now there's probably the best team on this fixture, to be honest. But on the other hand, we got the defending champion Argentina, and their World Cup run has been chaotic. Like their group stage was like totally like single-handedly carried by Lionel Messi, and they won all their game pretty easily. But things got interesting starting from the round of 32. Like they faced Cape Verde, they hardly managed to win against that debuting team, and they went on win in the extra time. Then they faced Austria. That was a very struggling game too. They had to come back from the losing position. Same goes for Egypt, and then Switzerland. Same situation, and won it on the extra time. And the last against England. They might not be the best team in this fixture because if we see they struggle against small teams like Cape Verde, Switzerland. I'm not downgrading those teams, but they are not like top comparing this Argentina, right? So the semi-final against England. England could have won that game. It was totally a tactical mistake by Tuchel because like, if you have only one goal lead, you can't just park the bus, man. He subbed on 4-5 defenders on their field, like they were parking the bus against a team like Argentina. Like starting of the game, they were pretty equal, right? Like there was very open game. Both team couldn't create much XG. Very open goal. Like you can sense like there will be a goal soon enough, but don't know which team gonna score. So that type of game it was. And that eventually happened when England scored from excellent cross from Morgan. Then Gordon finishes behind the net. This would have just kept on playing like this and they could have won. The first goal, Enzo took a shot just before the goal. similar position, similar shot, before saved. Then next time he also attended the same kind of similar position, and that went in. That's exactly what happened. You can't just win by defending like that. Like, if you see, like, and also you are playing against Messi, you can't just leave him alone to create chances. He created both the goals. If in the first goal he was drifting on the right, like Dead Spence was did an excellent job, but still he drifted on the right, and he also attracted Elliot Anderson, who was marking Enzo. So then Enzo got free, and Messi passed to him, and he got an open space to take a shot, and he scored. That's exactly what happened. And same for the second goal. Messi was open on the right, and he took a cross, and obviously one is going to go in, right? If you take 10, 20 crosses in 20 minutes, one mistake going to happen, and that exactly what happened. And totally like Tuchel's spot, I'm gonna say, can't blame any English players, like they had nothing to do, and this shows like lack of confidence in your players. And that was it for that game, for the semis. Like at the end, like Consa had to take crosses. Imagine, like they had so many defenders on the field. Argentina has been like, they had the mentality, like they are coming back, they have the confidence in them. Like if they are losing, they still can come back. They had the confidence, the winning mentality. This game is going to be very interesting. Yamal against Messi, that iconic photo of Messi and Yamal. Like only way I'm seeing Spain to win is if they don't give the ball for the 90 minutes. That's the only way they can stop this Argentina team. Like exactly what they did against France. I think that's the only way they can stop this team, because if they just drop back, they can't do it. No chance. They have to keep the ball, keep the possession for the whole game. So that is it for the preview of this last game of this World Cup. Also the last video of this series. After that I will come out with some interesting videos. Like I'll talk about transfers and Real Madrid, of course. That will be there. Also, I hope you are excited, and if you like this content, also like and subscribe and comment down below what your prediction of this final. See you next time.